We're up. Oh, you served it already. Okay, I'm excited.
What do you think?
Oh, it's really good. It's a little chilled, which I really like.
What does that mean?
Like it's not warm. Like it's chilled. I like it. This is, see, okay, the Winking Owl one from Aldi tastes just like this.
Then I'm excited because this is $10. You still the one from Aldi's $2, right?
Dude, it's like $2.89 or some shit like that.
Okay.
So good. So today we're gonna be making a mac and cheese. We're going head to head on some mac and cheese. So we'll see. Both of us have never made this before. Swear to God.
Swear.
Okay. So we haven't made this before. And yeah, we're gonna have a little Friendsgiving after this. So everyone's gonna be able to enjoy. And I'm excited. Right now that we're gonna start, I'm gonna.
Wait, what is that?
It's cheese. It's another cheese, but I have
That's fancy.
That's from Aldi. Everything I got was from Aldi. So if you guys want to recreate this, just
I went
get
to
it at
Pete's. I went to Pete's for my stuff.
Petey's. I went yesterday to get other stuff. That's where we got the what's it called?
The ham?
Well, the ham too, and then the fucking, what do you call this? The squirt. The squirt.
Oh.
They were like 5 for $5 or some shit. They were so cheap. Yeah. So right now
Damn, you're grating your cheese?
Well, we have to grate it. It has to be like grated.
That's crazy. I lost. I bought my shit already shredded.
No, but like I wanted this one, but Aldi didn't have a shredded one. Believe me,
what kind is that?
It's Gruyere.
What is it?
Gruyere Swiss cheese.
Okay.
She a little fancy. But I'm already feeling a little warm off this wine.
It's quick.
But yeah,
it does sneak up on you a little bit, but I like it a lot.
Okay. Well, this little grater is so small. But we're waiting for the pasta to cook. Because I think that's what's going to take a little bit. And we'll just set it to the side.
Okay, so let me tell you about this conversation that I had this fucking morning, dude. So, my whole reason to go to Guatemala in the first place was to visit my dad's hometown, right?
When?
2 years ago.
Okay.
And that's why I went to Mexico for, to do the same thing, but I can't necessarily go there because it's a little bit more dangerous for my family. And my mom just didn't want me going. And so I settled for Mexico City instead.
Fun.
But I've been wanting to go because after talking to my cousin, she was telling me that she went to Papanoa, where my mom's from. And she was like telling me about it. I'm like, man, it sounds really cool. Like, I want to go. I want to visit. I want to see where my mom grew up.
Yeah.
You know? Because even though we don't necessarily have family there anymore, I still want to visit.
Right.
So I told my parents today, I'm like, so I've been thinking about going to Papanoa. And my mom
And they were like, nope.
Yeah, my mom's like, no, quítate eso de la mente. Like, you're not going.
Aw.
And she was telling me, like, just, there's a lot going on there that you're not aware of. And you look too much like your uncle to be going there. And especially alone.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's just not a good idea. And, like, I've kind of done my own, like, research a little bit. Like, I see they have touristy hotels. So, like, I don't know if there's white people there, but I'm pretty sure there's people traveling there. You know what I mean? And, like, it can't be that dangerous if they have these fancy-ass hotels.
Yeah.
I'm also very ignorant, so maybe I don't know how dangerous it is. But my mom was just like, no, like, it's not happening. Even my dad chimed in. He's like, no, it's not happening.
Damn.
Because, like, their like, circumstances are different than yours, and, like, you just can't. Just don't go, basically.
Do you think they remember, like, people over there? Like, your uncle and, like, what he looks like and everything that happened?
I would say yes, because this is fairly recent. Like, within the last, I don't know, 10 years, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe even 10 or 15 years, around then.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I honestly, like, don't know if they are updated on the situation and everything.
Well, if you go out, you're going to be wearing a mask. Just wear a mask.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But I also have my sleeves out, because it'll be hot. And like that's a whole nother
Dude,
thing on its own.
You know, like when every single time I go to Mexico, it astonishes me how many people wear full on like sweatsuits, and it's like boiling outside, but they're just so used to it. They always be wearing like them thick ass like hoodies and like the matching sweatpants and shit like that.
The whole
like,
tracksuits and shit.
Yeah, so like when I went, I was like, okay, like the sun is a little bit hot, but I'm gonna wear like a long sleeve, and I was fine. Oh, you know what? Uniqlo has like really good like tech wear. So I have like this long
for the heat or for like, the cold.
For the heat because it keeps you cool.
Oh, okay.
And it works really well. Like I wore it and it was hot, but I was like, I was chilling.
So you'd recommend like getting something like that?
Yeah, just so you can wear like
cover up. Mm-hmm. I'll look into it. I like Uniqlo.
Good shit.
But I've like I told my parents, like I'm not necessarily, like I know how this sounds, like I'm not necessarily asking you guys like for permission. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm gonna do so that when it happens, it doesn't surprise you or catch you guys off guard. Like I'm still kind of down to go. Like I still want to go.
Yeah. When you're talking to your cousin, did she want to go with you?
No, I didn't tell her I wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't know how. I was in shock that whole situation, like my cousin like talking about her and catching up with everything. I was just listening the entire time. But I'm sure if I did ask her, she would go with me, which I would feel a little bit safer if anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still kind of. I'm still kind of in the mindset like I'm gonna go. But
you should.
I don't know. Do you think? Do you think I should go?
I think you should. I think it would be a learning experience. I think it'd be really fun, especially since you've been saying that you really want to go and stuff like that. So if you're saying that there's like touristy places and stuff like that, you also don't have to stay there. Mm-hmm. You know,
right?
You can,
like, I just want to visit. I don't necessarily want to stay in that exact place.
Right. I think your parents, like, rightfully so, are a little concerned, but like they also haven't been in a really long time. Mm-hmm. So.
But they also probably know stuff that like I don't. You know, I'm just like now questioning everything. Like, how much
why don't
do
you
they
ask
actually
them?
know? Well, because this conversation this morning is why I asked them, and they told me no, and they told me that it's dangerous.
Shut it down.
Yeah, she told me like 4 or 5 times, like, no, get that out of your head. You're not going.
Dang.
So they're just not open to that conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. And then my mom hit me with well, if you love me, you won't go. I'm like, oh my God. Like, why'd you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that?
Oh, my mom loves pulling that shit, but I'm like, that's very manipulator of you.
Very. But, yeah. So now I want to go even more now.
Oh my God. No, I think you should. I think that would be really cool.
Because my mom told us that she wants, when she passes, she wants her ashes like thrown into the river that's over there. Like, how the fuck do you want to throw your fucking ashes if we can't even go? Exactly.
We throw it in the wrong river.
Where the fuck is this river?
No, for real. Like, when I went to Mexico recently, we went to, it was this place called Pátzcuaro, and it was like me, my dad, and my boyfriend, and we stayed at this one spot, and we were going around in the placita and stuff, going and asking, well, we were just like looking and stuff like that, but then we did ask like, like what goes on like at night, like, you know, how is it around here, like we just got here, and they're like, oh, well, like everything pretty much closes at like 8 or 9, and they're like, oh, like, and then what, and they're like, that's it, like no one kind of like goes out and stuff like that, and we were like, oh shit.
For a reason?
I don't know, but like everyone, as soon as it hit like 8 or 9, like they're like, I'm out, and the shit started like closing. So we're just like, okay, we're just gonna chill, I guess. But it was the same in like León, Guanajuato. Mm-hmm. But like the taxi driver that was taking us home did say like, dude, once it hits 9, go back home. And, like you don't want to be out. And we were like, oh shit, like okay. So he drove us home, and we stopped to get like ice cream, and then we got home. Dude, I'm telling you, there was like police sirens going off like at all hours of the night. And then at one point, everything went silent, and it was like really eerie. But then, like the next morning, everyone was up like super early and shit like that. But I was like, oh, because also Leon like has the airport, so like it's a big center of like people always coming in and out and shit like that. So rightfully so.
See, I guess like that's just some of those things that I wish if I did, let's say I did choose to go, instead of my parents telling me don't go, tell me where to avoid or like tell me what not to do. Tell me, you know what I mean? Like give me tips.
Teach me how to be safe.
Exactly. Like I'm gonna go regardless, but just tell me like I guess how to be safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see, dude. We'll see. If anything, I would want to go around this time next year.
Yeah. I think it's a nice time.
Yeah.
Like it's not too hot, not too cold. It's just right.
It's perfect for the tech wear, the Uniqlo tech wear.
There you go. Dude, you know those people that wear tech wear all the time? Those people are
money.
crazy. And they got tienen dinero, cause fuck, dude. Like I guess Adidas is really big into like tech wear and shit like that. Nike is too. But like people wear like, where are you going? What are you doing that you have to have this tech wear on all the time?
It's like, it's kind of just people who are big on tech. It's like phones. Like they have to have it in their clothes too.
Dang.
There was hoodies, these Adidas hoodies. Did I ever tell you about those? They're like on the sides, they had like soundproof fucking material or some shit. And so when you had the hoodie on, it's for athletes. Like it drowns out the noise around you, so you could focus more on like your training or something. That shit's raw, right?
Who thinks of this? This is pretty cool.
And then I have these one like fleece like to wear underneath like leggings in the winter. And it's like I forget what it's called, like tech fleece or some shit like that. Bro, it is the warmest material I've ever worn. I can wear a pair regular pants with those underneath. I'm straight.
Dude, my when I worked at the North Face, for like Christmas time, dude, and because also they hired seasonals and shit like that, everyone was like really taking advantage of the employee discount. And dude, like also during the holidays, they give a little bit more incentive. They give you like less hours, which is so shitty, but they give you more incentive. They give you 60% off twice during the holiday season. But you can only make like with one, they give it twice, but every single one, you can only make one purchase. So like if you're going to make one purchase, it's like this whole one, and then they take off all the 60%. So like that one year when I bought my whole family coats, I bought them all at once. Dude, I'm telling you, it was well over like $2,000.
I believe
$2,000, $3,000.
But that 60%?
That's 60%. But it was a lot. It was cool. But they do have something similar, like the thermal like leggings that go under, and I got some for my dad. And my dad just wears anything. But when he got those, he was like, "Get me 2 or 3 more pairs."
My dad
like,
said the same thing.
Yeah, and then I went back and they didn't have his size, and I felt really sad. And now that I don't work there, I kind of want to go like back and like get him some. You know, like because I'm sure they have more now.
But shopping without the discount, bro, I have not bought anything from Adidas without using a discount. I do not want to go and give them the money, bro. That shit's expensive.
I know.
It's so expensive.
All right, we're just gonna go steal. We're just gonna go commit petty larceny. You work there. I'm pretty sure you know how.
I do. I didn't find out how people stole from there until after I left. That's when everybody was like, "Bro, you never stole." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know we're all in on this together. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, so what did they do? Dinos.
So the biggest thing was just going to the fitting rooms because they didn't have obviously didn't have cameras in there, and so they just put that bitch underneath and then put on whatever they had and then walked out.
But like, what about the sensors?
Bro, all you need is like a rubber band. You take a rubber band and you're just like going like this to it, like I don't know how to describe it. You know what I mean?
Like a saw motion.
Yeah, and then and then you just keep doing that till the sensor eventually just pops off. And so like we'd go into the fitting room at the end of the night and you'd see like a whole fucking stack of sensors, bro, just under the benches.
Yeah.
They were just under like, damn, they just took like three grand worth of shit.
Dude, yeah. Like at one point at North Face, I'm pretty sure they took out all that shit.
Or if you're bold, you don't even care about the sensor. You just
Dude, we had like, have you ever been into the North Face in the Hancock building?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the back, how it has like the glass, like the glass doors and shit like that?
I've never been to the back, just walking to the front.
You just like walk in and then you go all the way back. They have that glass like doors and shit like that. So everyone, like, there's always supposed to be one associate back there, but like low key when it's like holiday season, not like people come in, but not at all times. So it gets really boring. And then you see your coworkers in the front like having a blast, and you're like in the back like. So you like make your way up there, and then like when a manager comes, you're like, oh shit, like, and then you have to go all the way back, and it's kind of embarrassing. But dude, people like people knew there was like this whole organized thing.
Bro, there's Facebook groups and everything, man.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
And like they would go in, and I'm telling you, we had like whole fixtures like full of like coats, but it was like skiing shit. Who's going skiing around here? Anyways, there was like skiing shit, and they would take the entire like fixture on wheels, and they'd like walk out the door. Like they were just like, fuck it.
They wouldn't even run. They literally just walk out.
Yeah, and like they didn't have they had cable sensors, so they were all intertwined with like.
That's
all
why they
the
took the whole shit. They're like,
yeah,
fuck that,
they're
it's
like,
not
they
worth
knew.
it. That's crazy, dude.
Oh, she's ready.
Yeah, nice. When I would work at Ridge, we were next to a Champs, and the Champ was literally right. Let's say like where the entrance to Ridge. That wall right there is where Champs is at, so it's a straight run to the door. And there was times where people would come in, and you just see them grabbing a whole stack of hoodies. Bro, Champs is dumb as hell. They kept their most expensive stuff in the front, so you just pick up these hoodies in bunches and just run to the fucking door like at least twice a week. Twice a week. Shit was out of control.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
dude, retail places love putting shit in the front. Expensive shit in the front and the back. Like,
Dumb as hell.
what the fuck?
So are you not supposed to put oil in there?
I've never put oil in it.
No. I've always put oil in my pasta. I think,
Like in the water?
yeah, like right now, like for that reason, I think, to make it not stick. But I'm not sure if that's a myth or not.
You just have to move it. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason or whatever, but. Okay. Very tasty. This cheese smells terrible, but the recipe called for it, so.
Jesus, it smells like the tubes at Chicken Cheese. Like pata.
Oh my gosh, tell me why. Like, yesterday, we were buying the what's it called? We were buying the drinks, and there was like a Coke. So I'm always telling Jacob like, oh, like grab a Coca, whatever. And later on, he was just like, I told him how like in Spanish, like sometimes I like teaching him just like random shit or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, like, you know what cola means? And he's like, no. And I'm just like, oh, it means like ass. But like, it also means like pussy. Doesn't it?
I've never heard it been used that way before. Like you call someone a pussy?
No, like when you're talking about someone's like behind. You're like, oh, like, and then I told him the example about how like growing up, your mom is always like, oh, you want a girlfriend or you want a boyfriend y no te sabes lavar la cola. And he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, like that's why people call it like Coca and not Coca-Cola. I mean, they could say it, but like, yeah, you just call it Coca.
I guess, sure.
But it was like really fun. Like I told you the whole thing with like pues, right?
Pues, yeah.
Yeah. Like when we went, he's like, what does pues mean? Like everyone always says pues. And I'm like, I don't know how to describe this to you. I think he got the gist of it.
Pues.
Like who's the you know the person on the TikTok whose username is no pues wow?
Yeah.
Do they always be saying it too? Yeah. I think it's so funny. That's so funny. This was very tasty.
Did you ever say way?
Oh, I
You've
say it
never
all the
used
time.
it? Or you still use it?
I say it all the time. I think it's really funny.
I've grown out of it. I used to say it a lot, like in middle school and high school, but then I guess I just stopped hanging around people who did say it, and I eventually just stopped saying it too.
I say it in an ironic way, like when it's funny. I'll say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. if I'm like falling or something, that's when it slips out. I'm like, hey, wait, just I'm tripping or something.
Oh my god. No, I usually use it when I'm trying to reference like La Caída de Edgar. Yeah, güey.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that shit. Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
That's where I should have been like, yeah, oh my god. 8 to 10 minutes.
Ooh, add some pepper in there. Paprika.
Dude, I'm like feeling warm.
Or is it? Yeah.
I'm scared.
Here, add this to the pasta.
What are you doing? Are you making potions?
I always season the pasta too while it's boiling.
It's really interesting. Let me see. I don't know if mine's all gonna fit in this dish. I really hope so. Yours is really big, so I might have to sub mine in for another one.
But yours is more deep.
Yeah, but if anything, you could probably make more. Oh, also, I was gonna show you guys.
That would make that stronger then.
So we were gifted these like tinctures, and I don't think they're too strong. I was told that there's just like gonna give a little relaxing kind of like effect on it, but I haven't used them. I've had them for a couple weeks, so I'm gonna put them in the mac and cheese, and mine at least. So you're gonna make the safe one, and then I'll make this one. Oh, let me look at the seasoning.
Do you think that'll affect the taste?
I don't think so. I don't think it tastes like anything. Let me smell it.
Straight bud.
Wait, can you open it? Did I tell you about how I messed up my thumb in Mexico?
You messed up your thumb?
Yeah. I'll tell you guys that little story. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Tiene como tapón.
That's a potion right there, dude.
No, these are potions. The fuck?
It's your perfume.
Smell it. It's a little fragrant.
Are you wearing like lotion or something?
No.
Really? That smells good. That smells really good.
I'm excited.
Take a
Scared.
shot.
Put it in your drink? No, okay, so same. So when I went to Mexico this past time, my dad, my tío, and my boyfriend and I, we went to a baile because we got there, right? We got there and it was like Halloween, and you know, they don't do like a bunch of stuff for Halloween. Like they do like themed things like here and there because like they do more of like the Dia de Muertos and stuff like that. So they had like this one baile that they were like advertising, and my tío told us, and he was like, oh, like you guys are here now, like there's gonna be this baile later at night, and you know we should go. And my dad's like, oh shit. And my dad, so it's very customary in at least my dad's town, maybe in Guanajuato, maybe in other places, but there's these things called Mojigangas. Have you ever heard of it? It's like they're like masks, like paper mache like figures that you kind of like could get in and then you dance around in them. Does that make sense? They're like these big figures. And then they're so like every fiesta that they have, they always like bring one out. And lately we had like every single time we've gone like for fiestas or anything, they don't have them. But my dad's been wanting, because people make them and you can go and like order one. My dad's like, oh, I've been really wanting to like order one for my tío. And my tío's like this little. And like the only way I can describe my tío is, and he's the oldest of my dad's siblings, is like Frank Gallagher. Exactly, like to a T, he is Frank Gallagher.
Who's that?
From Shameless.
I've never seen Shameless. That's Jonathan's show.
Anyways, my uncle is just a mess. Anyways, like my dad's always like, oh, like le quiero ordenar una mojiganga for my tío, and have it be like, because you can choose what character you want it to be, and he wants it to be like Chucky.
Oh, dude, that'll be sick.
Because he's like, dude, he's such a Chucky guy. But anyways, my dad, since he can't order the Mojiganga, whatever, a lot of people wear like wigs or like masks and stuff. Like my dad's primos, whenever they meet up for fiestas or anything like that, the primos are always there. And dude, like they're just fucking shit up. Like they're always drinking, like wearing like wigs and like dressing up like women. I'm like,
Was somebody talking about this in Discord? Or were you telling me this in one of the episodes? I think you were telling me
I
this
was
in an
telling you
episode.
this.
Yeah.
But like, they love doing shit like that. And whatever. So like they always do that. And my dad's like, oh, like I really want to get some masks and stuff like when it's like Halloween time here, and then like bring them over to Mexico. Just for like those fiestas and stuff, so him and his primos can all wear them. So my dad brought a couple of them. He bought like some from Walmart, and then he took them. I didn't know, but he was like, oh, we're going to Halloween baile, like bet. So he gave us all a mask, and we're like, fuck it. Like the flyer said that it was a costume party. So we're like, fuck it, like we're just gonna wear masks, right? We get there, shit is dead. We get there like right when it starts though, and then like people start trickling in, and everyone, like all the guys go to one side, all the girls on the other side, and I'm like, you guys are ugly.
Yeah.
And
That's like some West Side Story shit.
But like me, my dad, my tío, and my boyfriend, we were up. Like we just got here, we're trying to party, right? So we're there and we start dancing. Like the music is decent. Like there's still a DJ going on before like the banda plays. And we're having fun. Like, dude, modelos over there are like a fucking $1. So like we're getting like 6-packs and 6-packs. We're getting fucked up. We're dancing, and everyone else is literally just like standing there, like sitting there, just watching. And I'm like, you guys are so lame. Whatever. We were having a good time. And eventually, like, we get super fucking trashed. And then at one point, we're like, nah, like, we gotta go home. Like, we're really fucked up. But, like, we walked all the way there, and it was like, no, we drove there. And we couldn't drive back. So, but it was like a little walk. It was probably like a 15-minute walk. So we're like, whatever, we're just gonna walk home. And I like trusted my dad to know the way home because he's from there. So we're walking home, and not all the streets have street lights.
Oh,
Shit is dark, right? And I'm like,
how the roads too? They're probably like bumpy.
I mean, they're
and shit.
They're paved. Like
Yeah.
some are rocky or whatever, but some of like the stairs and shit, they're very rocky. So this is like when we were walking home, whatever, and my dad was like showing us this calle that had it had a light, but like at the way end, and then he was like talking to us, like telling us this story about how when he was a kid, like there was no lights at all, so he had to walk home in the dark by himself and whatever. So like we're going through there, and dude, I like tripped. I was like fucked up, but like I tripped, dude. I felt like face first. Like I like fell on my side, and it was really bad. Like no one expected it. I fell really hard, and I got up, and then my dad was like, "Oh, you okay?" And I was like, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." I was not good. A bitch was hurt. Oh, I forgot about the fucking pasta.
Oh yeah, that's good now.
Ya le voy a pagar.
You want a refill? Damn, bro, it got warm in here.
Dude, I'm telling you. Dude, this pasta's probably hella done. Oh my god, I'm literally sweating.
I forgot there was a whole Friendsgiving happening.
Okay. Do you need any of the pasta water?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Are you using any?
No.
You want help?
Wait, what'd you say?
If you want help, I think you're good though.
No, there's so much.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? I'm fucking scared.
Yeah, let me empty this one.
You want to put it where?
I'll probably put it in mine.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, a bitch fell mad hard. But I was really drunk, so no sentí el golpe. And then whatever, we got home.
You felt that shit the next morning, though.
No, I told my boyfriend, like, oh my gosh, no, like, I really hurt my thumb. Like, my hand really hurts. And he was like, let me look at it. Like, it looked fine. But it wasn't until the next morning I was going to know if it was fine or not. And then...
Oh,
yeah.
so you try to, like, catch yourself and then, like, your thumb...
Yeah, I think I was trying to break my own
over or
fall.
something, yeah.
And then, yeah, I, like, fucked my shit up. And then I woke up the next morning. I was in so much pain. Like, I got, like, right here. I had, like, this whole scrape right here. And, like, my thumb was, like...
Fat.
Fuck. And I was like, no, I broke it. Like, I broke it for sure. And I told my dad, and my dad looked at it. He was like, do you want to go to the doctor? And I was like, no, like, it's probably just the golpe. It's probably just going to be bruised, whatever. But as time went on, it only felt worse. But then I felt better, so...
Eventually it went down, the swelling?
It went, yeah, all the swelling went down, but it's like really weak. I can't grip anything. Like, I can't grip a single thing.
It's gonna take time, dude. I fucked up my thumb. No. Did I show you this? My middle finger? See how it's like fat from the sides?
Yeah.
I was like carrying a box, kept putting it on the belt, and then just this thing folded all the way back. And I was like, oh yeah, it's broken. Like, for sure. Because I felt that shit in like these fingers.
But yeah, like, I went to the gym twice. Here, use a towel.
Thank you.
I went to the gym twice, and I went yesterday. Like, since I've been back, I couldn't grip anything. So I couldn't, like, lift heavy, which makes me sad.
Okay.
Damn.
I need like a...
Do the sound in the thing, in the mic.
You do it.
Okay.
Oh, fuck it.
What?
It touched me right here, this part.
Oh.
We
We could just leave that.
Nah. I need that. Look at all the space I have left.
Oh, you're right.
You need more? You probably need more too, to be honest.
No, I think mine might be good. This is a terrible spoon.
Yeah, let me get like an actual spoon.
I'll get this one. It's chili pepper, onion powder, paprika, garlic powder.
That honestly wouldn't be bad.
Let me, like, smell it. Nah, we're making this shit infused.
Are you good with your amount? Or do you want more?
No, see, look, smell it.
Mm-mm.
No, right? It smells like too much like taco seasoning.
Yeah. Do you want this? You want some?
Yeah, you can give me some and then you can put some in yours.
Tell me when.
That's good, that's good.
Okay.
Perf. You know what? I'm just gonna wing it.
You got it.
Dude, if you beat me, I'm gonna be really pissed. What you doing over there? You didn't even measure it. How do you know how much to put in?
That's how you know I'm gonna win. When I don't measure shit, I just know
But-
how much to put in.
Oh, you serve me another one? But let's see. I'm losing y'all.
Nah, dude, that fancy cheese, you already won it. The fact that you have to grate your own cheese, that's just crazy.
Well, it was because they didn't have shredded. That means nothing.
Oh, so if they had it shredded, you would have bought it like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They didn't have it shredded.
But I like the fact that you had to grate it yourself.
Let me see.
Might want to save some of that.
Some of what?
Some of the. Well, it's too late now. I would have suggested buttering the tray first. Then low key, I'm not even using any butter. Should I be using butter?
Low key, I have no idea. Do you need some? Could you on 2 tablespoons?
If anything, I would have used it. Damn, yeah, I would have used it to. You know what?
Here.
Yeah, let me get some.
We're fucking up, guys.
I'm
God,
probably
this is a terrible idea.
I think it'll come out fine, to be honest. Did you put the?
I'm just gonna watch this come out like shit. Both of ours.
Not mine.
Make sure your little milk doesn't burn over there.
You know what? You worry about yours. I'm not worried about mine.
I definitely am worried about mine. I feel like you wanted to drink on purpose to throw me off. Come on. Trying to see what you're doing over there.
I like the suggestion that Jade was saying. This should have been live, and then people just throw us like handicaps and shit. Like, okay, Jack, you gotta do it blindfolded for a minute.
Next time. Maybe for the Christmas dinner.
Oh, that'll be fun. Would we make the same dish again?
No, we'll probably make a Christmas dish.
What's a Christmas dish?
I don't know.
Damn, I'll do a mole. I'd go all out.
A mole?
Yeah. This
I'm not
episode
gonna
would have
hold
to
you,
be...
bro. I don't think you could do a mole.
You don't think so?
No.
Alright.
Oh, I already put a fucking piece of butter in there.
Those are fighting words.
I'm gonna kill myself. If you do a mole, I'd have to make something as equally as like hard, like a pozole.
Then I'm making a mole then, if you're gonna make a pozole.
No, but pozole is definitely harder.
What? Have you seen the process of making a mole before? You seen the size?
Have you seen
pot?
the process of making a
Yeah,
pozole
and I
rojo?
definitely think. I don't know. I think they're equal. They're equal. I think they're equal. I got you. I'll prepare for it. Okay.
What you doing, buddy? Don't worry about me. Who's that?
Would you ever try one?
A gas mask bong?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They look so scary, but fuck yeah. The fact that neither of us have you tried one?
Mm-mm.
The fact that neither of us have tried one is wild. I just don't know anyone that has one. And I wouldn't go out of my way to get one. Someone gift us a gas mask.
Then be careful what you ask for. That's scary.
It is scary.
That's some next level shit right there. You know what that reminds me of? You ever seen, I think, was it Insidious? Where the old lady's trying to contact the spirits and she has that mask on?
Yeah.
That's what that shit reminds me of.
That is pretty
But
spooky.
be in contact with some fucking ghost. What the fuck?
No,
like,
if anything, you would just be trapped with your thoughts and all the smoke. That's probably scarier.
Yeah.
Mm. Fuck.
It's a lot of butter you got there.
I know, it didn't fucking melt. I'm pissed. Here, I'll bury it. I'll bury it.
Someone's gonna get a mouthful of butter.
You're being a hater right now. I wonder when I can like add this in. I'm gonna have to take the tapones off.
If anything, I would add it in there.
You just want to sabotage my
Nah, I'm trying.
my meal.
Help you out.
I have like the weakest thumb. Okay. Let's smell it. It smells like straight up
Liquor,
alcohol.
Yeah. Take a shot.
Yeah, lick it, lick it. Lick it. What's it taste like?
Like perfume. Not bad.
No, it's not that bad.
Honestly, this reminds me of an edible, like a fruit chewy or something.
Well, it is like, well, it is a tincture.
Mm.
Can you open this one too, please? I got the wrong cheese.
Quit playing.
I'm
Which
not
one did you
kidding.
get?
I got there. So there was like in the same box, there was a pizza blend, and then there was a mild white cheddar, and I got the fucking pizza one. It's fine. That means I'm just gonna have to grate up the rest of that one. It's probably. It's fine. I'm just now realizing.
I'm not too making excuses already.
No, you think I want the fucking pizza blend? Well, what's in this one? Low key, if it's like decent, then I'll put it in. No, see, because it has like Polverone. I don't want that one. Mozzarella. It's Polverone, and then that's it. You think that's bad? You think Polverone is nasty?
Provolone?
Yeah, but
Fire.
like for like mac and cheese though.
I think it's fire.
You're trying to sabotage me, bitch.
No, that's why I like provolone. I have it in my sandwiches sometimes.
Yeah, now you're mac and cheese.
I'm sure it'll taste equally as good.
We're still up. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'm just gonna wait now. Que me ves? You're lucky I'm letting you keep the good spatula.
I appreciate you. The cheese will melt faster.
Okay. Okay.
What have you been listening to lately?
Nothing really. I've been listening to like The Weeknd lately.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And like The Weeknd. I've been listening to this one playlist on Spotify, alternative R&B. They have like really good picks on there.
Alternative R&B.
I get a lot of compliments when I play it on the TikTok, on the live. No, I'm fine.
I'm still waiting for my... See, I don't know if I should put the whole thing in there. Probably not.
What?
The cream cheese?
What's your recipe?
Don't worry about it. No, it's what she told me. I got you. So 1 box of ovo pasta, 1 cream cheese, 1 bag of pepper jack cheese, 1 bag of cheddar cheese, and then she says 6 ounces of Velveeta cheese. But I'm guessing Velveeta is like the brand.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, good catch. I'm gonna start adding the cheese now then.
I feel like this cheese isn't gonna be. Do you have that what? The spatula?
This one?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. I might need some more seasoning.
I'm gonna be really fucking embarrassed when this doesn't come out good.
This is our first time, dude. You know I didn't add the parsley. Oh, not the parsley, the paprika. Where's that? This one's.
Oh my gosh, this is bad. This is really bad.
What?
I forgot that there was stuff in there.
Oh, fuck.
This is very bad. I'm gonna have to turn it off.
Is it melted?
This is. But it's not like a hazard.
Ooh, hold on.
Jacob, please don't be mad. I left a thing in the oven. But it's like not that bad. But my shit is almost done.
Okay. Fuck, I think I put too much sauce in there.
But hopefully it thickens in the oven.
Do you think so?
Maybe, I don't know.
Should I take some out?
I don't know.
should probably take some out.
But how?
What do you mean? Fuck.
I'm stressed out.
What do you think? Dude, look, it's way too liquid. You think so? What do you think?
How would you drain it though?
Just like, little by little. My phone! Fuck. There's too much going on.
I'm really sweating right now.
Nah, I think it's fine once it bakes, right? Fuck it, we're sticking with it. We'll see what happens. This is when they're like, okay, chefs, 10 minutes left. Shut the fuck up, Gordon Ramsay.
Oh my gosh, no, it's really bad.
Damn, the ham's gonna taste like plastic.
Oh my god. No, for real. It was like a tapadera. No, look.
I know, did I see it? Oh!
Jacob, Thanksgiving is ruined. You know the white dish?
Yeah.
The top of it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
That bitch is dripping.
It's off. It's off.
Fucking glad. You for real?
Oh my god. It's not that bad, honestly.
Maybe we'll open a window.
Oh my god. Ah, shit.
Oh, did you drain it?
Nah.
Oh.
I just left it. Fuck it.
Okay. Are you done with these, right? Or are you gonna put some more?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I kind of want to put some.
Damn, bro, quit copying me.
Look at it. Dude, I genuinely do not know what to do. Like, I don't know how to clean it.
No, it's fine. We're gonna clean it right now. It's alright. It's alright. It's not a big.
It has to, like, cool off, but I have to have it open for it to cool off faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just leave it open then.
But, like, I'm scared that the alarm is gonna go off.
Nah, it's not smoking. You're fine. You're fine, dude.
You said what?
Can I show you too?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Remember when I was telling you I went over to Pablo's, to the studio?
Yeah. Oh,
His-
so you saw a stoop.
Yeah, I went into the studio.
Oh,
It's
cool,
huge. After we got done talking, his studio mates came back from being outside, and they have a ping pong table in there, and they started playing ping pong, right? And one of the guys that was there, I asked him like, "Oh, like, are you good at ping pong?" Because he was holding the paddle a certain way, and he was like, "Yeah, like I'm alright." Tell me why this man started playing.
He was going hard.
Dude, he was going, bro, like Olympic style shit. And
But who was he going up against?
me.
Why is he going so hard
That's
on
what I'm
you?
saying. I'm like, I thought you haven't played in years. Like, what's going on? He's saying, I'm kind of good. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my god, that reminds me of like growing up and people playing like what's it called? Beer pong. They're like, oh no, like you can tell like who goes to parties based off how hard they go during beer pong. Cause I remember this one time, one of my friends at the time was dating like a senior, and we were like freshmen or like sophomores or something like that, and he like had come over because we were having like this party, right? And we were gonna play beer pong, but like none of us or like our friends, like we would really play like that. So he came and he's like, oh yeah, like let's play. He started like whipping this shit and like making it in like hard as hell, like from an angle too. I was like, you're not like us. But yeah, dude, you can always tell.
I love a good beer pong game, though. It's very.
I like it when my dumb luck is good. You know?
Sube el volumen.
Hautbox.
Tiene algo enorme para ti.
Si te ofrecen droga, te van a decir que se siente bien padre, que te vas a reír.
So based off of yesterday, who did you decide?
Was the
Like-
winner chicken dinner?
No, not between. Are you talking about the mac and cheese?
Yeah.
No, not that. So I guess from the people who were here, who did you decide like you don't mind having them in your place? Like, how do you know who you could trust?
How do I know who I could trust?
Because the people who you invited, you obviously trust them to be in your space.
The people that I invited, I've known for years, a very long time. So I would say that's how I know. I like build trust with these people. You know, they're childhood friends or just people that I've been around for a long time. So I would say like that. I honestly wouldn't invite someone I probably had just met or like distant friends, like friends of friends or whatever. I wouldn't do all that.
Because of the occasion? Or because this is your space?
I think both. I don't know. I feel like this is my home. Like, this is who I am. You're in my most vulnerable place right now. So you being in here is a lot for me. But also, I was, like, obliterated. So I couldn't pay attention to anything else. And you know what? That's another thing. Like, me, I didn't feel like I had to how do I say it? Like, I got completely blasted, and I trust these people to be in my home, like, while I'm not good. So, like, that too.
Right. So what's the characteristic that everybody has that you're like, oh, I could trust you, like you're a good person?
I don't know. I think it's, like, the loyalty. The loyalty that everyone has. I don't think anyone, like, that came, like, has ever done me bogus. Not once. So I'm like, okay.
What does it take for you to do someone bogus? If they do you bogus, like, are you gonna reciprocate that?
Oh, that's a really good question. Like, me desquito? I think it depends.
When was the
I
last
think
time you
it's-
did someone bogus?
On purpose? I don't think I try to do anyone bogus on purpose.
Like nothing sticks out that you feel guilty for.
No, not really. What about you? Like, are you the type to really just, I'm gonna get back at you?
Do you remember I told you one time that sometimes I do things out of spite, as in like chase certain let's say for example, like me wanting to sing, right?
Okay.
This is because someone in the past told me you can't sing. Like that's how I kind of like get back at them at like achieving what it is that they told me that I couldn't do.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I have a good story about that. Sorry. Like a really long time ago, someone told me that like I really wanted to work at Vans because I just felt like, well, I was working retail and stuff, so I felt like, oh, like this is a store that I would love to work at. You know, like they're cool. It was the one on Rush. It was the only one that they had at the time here in Chicago.
Like the people there seem cool.
Yeah, like the environment, the culture, like I just wanted to be like in that. And dude, I applied so many times, never got it. And this person had worked at a retailer that was very similar to Vans. So when I expressed that, like, oh, you know, like this is kind of like my dream store that I want to work at, they basically were like, well, what do you know about it? And I was like, oh, well, like nothing really, but you know, I would still want to. And he's like, oh, like, no, like you're not qualified. Like you can't do it.
Ah.
Like you're not capable of like working at that store or like a store like that. And I was like, what the fuck? I remember we had gone in and I just wanted to like go inside, look at the store, whatever. And then he started talking with like the store manager and he was like, oh my God, like whatever. They shared so many like common interests and stuff. And then later on I was like, okay, like we're leaving. So like we both walked out and he was like, yeah, basically like he offered me a job. And he was saying like, oh, if you're ever like in the Chicago area and like need a job, like I got you. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was him being like, well, you can't do it, but like I can. And then I was like, what the hell? Anyways, out of spite, I went. Years later, I worked there and I was like, this shit sucks. Yeah. It was a full circle moment.
Such a hater though.
Yeah, it's such a hater energy.
Like for anyone to ever
Terrible.
tell you like, nah, don't do that. Like, no, you're not gonna like it. Like,
Exactly. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like let me find that out. You know.
It's just ugly for someone to be like that.
For real. But that's how I feel like I usually get back at people by doing shit. Like and
Out of
like
spite.
becoming as fucking good as I can at it. And then dropping it. Like, all right. That's
Like
it.
that.
Just to prove you wrong. But like intentionally being bogus to someone. I'm trying to think of a moment. 'Cause I've definitely been bogus to people, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Not like recently, but definitely in the past, you know? Like now I'm better at letting just
Shit
it's not
just
even
go.
worth like
Yeah.
getting down to your level.
I feel you. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm very scatterbrained right now. Like I'm very scatterbrained. I don't think my eyes are fully awake just yet.
Guess I just started smoking again after yesterday.
I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm still high. It was about 6 hours.
It's a
of
lot,
just
dude.
straight up
Yeah.
smoking. But it was fun. Everyone had fun. It was cool. We were up.
After I took that dab, that's when I had to come sit down for a little bit.
Guys, like Jason wanted to pussy out so early.
What do you mean, bro? We had smoked like 4 joints by that point.
No, every single time I pass it to him, he'd be like, no. I'll be like, bro. Every single time I would convince him though, so that was good. I was really gonna trick you. See, that would have been one instance of when, if I were to do you bogus. Because yesterday, they were like, "Oh, dude, take this dab," to me, and then I was like, "No, tell Jason." I thought it was funny, but I told him, and I was like, "Dude, I'll do one if you do one," and you did one. I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh, you never did it?
No, I wasn't gonna do it, but I felt really bad. I was like, "No, this guy's gonna be fucked after this." So I felt bad if you were just struggling by yourself.
You know what it was too? That little, what do they call it? A little shotgun pen that vibrates. That shit, I took the fattest hit off of that.
So going back, I think this would be an instance of me doing you bogus because I didn't do that. None of us did. We took regular hits off of it.
You even told me, like, yeah, when you went to the bathroom, that's when we all did it. I'm like, really?
No, but we all hit it when you were in the bathroom. We skipped you. And then Lewis was telling me, like, oh, dude, like, shotgun it. And I'm like, no, tell Jason when he comes back. And then you did it. I was surprised. I was like, damn.
Because once you tell me, like, damn, you changed, that's when
That's
bro,
it.
quit
It's all done here.
playing.
For real. Have you ever gotten a hangover from weed? When I first started smoking, like, very, very early, I would smoke weed, and then, like, the next day my head would hurt so bad.
I get that from pens, but not from, like, flour.
Damn. I had Reggie. No, for real.
Is that why you feel like you have to smoke right now? Kind of to, like, balance it out?
Yeah. I'm just trying to, like, get back up, you know? Dude, did I tell you that I took my boyfriend to the Sobador?
Mm-mm.
So we went to Mexico. I told him about, like, my grandpa. Like, he has this Sobador. And whenever he hurts his back, he would always go to Mexico. So they would, like, you know, rub it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, he would go constantly. And then I hurt my shoulder. And then my dad was like, I'm going to take you to the guy. And he'll fix you right up. And it was like in the mercado. So you had to, like, really weave in through, like, these little shacks or whatever. And it was just this little old man. And he sold, like, everything. Like frijoles, arroz. He sold, like, medicine, whatever. So he had a little sign on a piece of cardboard. And it says, una sobada. And it was, like, 100 pesos. And we're like, oh, okay, bet. And he really fixed my shoulder. And then my boyfriend was complaining about, like, his back. You know, he wanted his back cracked. And I took him. It was just really funny because I don't think he expected it. Because he took him into his little local. And he just put down, like, a little rag. And he's like, okay, acuéstate. And I would tell my boyfriend to, like, lay down. And he, like, dude, lo sobó, like, real good. Yeah. He cracked all his shit. Dude, I'm telling you, he was up. He was like, I feel brand new. It was really
that
good.
feels amazing.
It was pretty cool.
I want to go to one.
You should.
Would you go to a chiropractor?
I would.
Yeah.
If the opportunity arose, I would get a good, like, one good back crack. Have you seen that video of the TikTok video of the guy who, like, cracked that old lady's back? And then he, like, paused for, like, 2 seconds. And then, like, he was like, oh, okay. Because she was, like, breathing. Can you imagine the insurance on them?
Dude, for real.
It's pretty scary. A lot of people say that's, like, a pseudoscience.
You have to probably sign waivers, right?
Oh,
when you
for
go
the
like
insurance?
you as a client. Like
Oh,
you as a
yeah.
client, you go in and, like, sign a waiver, like,
Yeah.
in case anything happens.
Well, I feel like you do that at any doctor's office.
Hmm.
Dude, their insurance policies are out the roof. Surgeons? Bro. I know this because I watched Grey's Anatomy.
You know what I didn't know? where the surgeons own certain procedures, and
Yeah.
that anytime that procedure is done, they get a percentage of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they develop like their own methods or like ways of doing certain things. So every time it's used, they get paid,
That's wild.
and that's how they make more money. But I would say it's more of like a privilege thing because obviously not every hospital is equipped for you to do certain research, for you to develop these like methods and all that stuff. So it's very like elitist too.
Do you think that's the goal? Oh, sorry. Do you think that's the goal with every surgeon? Is to eventually get to a point where they can come up with new methods?
I think very serious doctors would want to do that. Yeah.
Would you ever be in any sort of medical field?
I don't think
Or
so.
the medical field doing anything?
No.
No.
Never. Like nothing about it intrigues me. Would you?
I would want to be a surgeon. Just like the steady hand of stuff and like being very precise.
Dude,
shit's
you wouldn't get
cool.
out of school until like you're damn near 40.
Yeah, that sucks. That's why I wouldn't
It's a
want to do it.
lifelong career. That's wild. And like people retire pretty early. So you don't even do it for like an extensive amount of time.
But that's like you're in school from what, 18, 19 till
There's like pre-med, there's med, and then there's all this other shit. Residencies and all this other shit. It's so much.
it's too much to me.
Dude, but people are really about it.
Like, if that's what you want to do, you know what I mean? Like if you're very passionate about that, then
Dude, like the
that's
determination
awesome.
people have to like go to med school, you're different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's also really hard to get in to those schools. That's wild.
I mean, I would hope so. I would hope they're letting in the
Oh,
best.
for real.
This is
Go
a good
ahead, kick
point
it
for
off.
you.
We were just trying to do something silly, goofy for everyone, and it went bad.
I don't think it was that bad. Honestly, the situation was not that bad.
It was stressful.
Everything still came out fine. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, that whole situation lasted like, what, 30 minutes, 40 minutes?
Maybe.
Right? I don't think it was that bad. But either way, on Thanksgiving, we're posting twice then to YouTube. Right? For the episode, and then for like the extra episode that we filmed yesterday.
Yeah.
We're
So
making
you guys
mac
getting a
and cheese.
twofer, a bonus. Just for the holidays. Because we didn't have a guest this month, so it'll be a nice little surprise.
So yeah, we're making mac and cheese against.
It was
we're
a
just
duel.
saying who can make the best one, and at some point it just started going very south very quickly. Like shit just happened.
I
out of
blame the
nowhere.
wine.
It was
That's the only thing we were drinking. We were drinking this fancy bottle of wine that Jason had brought. And you didn't even serve me big cups. Dude, I'm telling you, like I took a couple sips and I was like feeling it. I was warm. But maybe that's because I don't drink as much. So I was like, okay.
my stomach was empty too. So
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're done.
yeah, after that first class, I don't know. I guess it's just. You set that shit to 400.
That's what the recipe said.
Like when you set it to 400, it's like damn, like it's gonna be done in like 10 minutes.
Right. It was supposed to because everything was flowing so smoothly. Like everything was good. We were about to be done putting it together.
Yeah.
And then we were just supposed to put it in the oven. Tell me why. I even remembered that there was stuff in there very early. I was like, I'm going to turn it on and then I'm going to take out the stuff that's in there. And then I forgot. And then
I have never seen that before. When you opened up the oven door.
you've never seen like melted plastic.
No, dude, I've never seen that before. Everybody's always just taking their stuff out.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what was really surprising? That the comal was like intact because of the handle it had. and it wasn't melted whatsoever. So I was like, oh shit.
You know, you were grabbing stuff yesterday, and it was extremely hot. Do
Oh,
you
no.
remember that?
No, you were saying that because of the aluminum foil.
No, it wasn't the aluminum foil. You were grabbing like a dish from the bottom, bro, and you were like taking it in and out of the fucking oven. I think it was the komala you thought was burning.
Oh yeah, I just took it out, put
What
it
the
on.
fuck exactly is 400 degrees in there? You're gonna tell me your hand didn't hurt?
Dude, I've been flipping tortillas with my hands for ages.
No, but everything was
All
going
over the
smooth.
fire too.
Everything was going smooth. We had a plan. Like we were gonna make the pasta first, and then we're gonna switch the pots. You know, everything was
Yeah,
going so
everything
smooth.
was like so well planned out. We had a system going, and then at some point, things went very south very fast. Because then I opened the oven, I closed it back up, and I looked at you. I was like, no. My life flashed before my eyes, but. Yeah, we had to do with all that. We had to take out the grates. It was, I guess you guys will see in the video.
Yeah, and then I ended up cutting my finger too.
Oh, yeah. And then the guests were coming and everything was a mess. And then my like mac and cheese was like now cold. So it wasn't going to be like melty. And it was a bad time. But they still came out good. What would you
I don't
say
think
that
it
the
was a good
verdict
time.
is?
Honestly, I really like mine.
I really like both.
I added a shit ton of seasoning on purpose. I was like, this is what's gonna help me bring out like a little bit more flavor, you know?
Okay.
But we both
okay.
did really good. I like
Dude.
the consistency of yours more than mine. Mine was a little too watery,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah, I went around and asked everyone. They said they literally would always say both.
Yeah.
Like both of them are really good.
They're fire.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, you guys are not giving me an accurate read. Please make a choice.
That was fun though.
It was pretty fun, yeah.
We decided we're gonna do a bigger dish for Christmas.
We decided this?
Yeah, you remember?
No.
Dude, you're trying to go big. You remember now? You know what
No.
you said you were gonna make?
Oh, yes. No, that's because you said you were going to make mole.
Yeah.
That's hard.
I'm still down.
I said I was going to make pozole. That's hard.
Quit being a pussy, bro.
Dude, I
Do
can't.
it.
Okay. You're right.
You're never gonna learn until you actually
Until
do it.
I do it?
Yeah.
Oh
And if you can make that, you can make fucking anything.
You got a point.
I think I'd want to make a barbacoa instead.
Barbacoa?
Yeah. Cause mole, I like mole, but like not as much as barbacoa.
That's really hard. Do you know how to make meats? I really don't know how to like make or prepare meats other than like chicken.
You mean
Stuff
like,
like that.
what do you mean by make? Like you're raising the animal and everything, and then
Like preparing them, like knowing when it's done, like knowing, like cutting it a certain way.
chicken. No, not the cutting. When it comes to the cutting, I just whatever fucking works. I don't even use the right knives. Probably, I just whatever cuts too.
And like seasoning it right and making a dish out of it. I don't really do that with like red meats.
Yeah, not red meats, but chicken, definitely chicken. Fish.
And then you're gonna make a barbacoa. Fuck. That's hard.
My mom was telling me this story that the first time she ever cooked for my dad's mom, she made a lengua, but she forgot to take the skin off the lengua. So like as people started eating it, they were like, "Oh, like something tastes a little, I guess like gamey." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like chewy, like
Yeah.
extra chewy. And my mom was like, "Oh, I forgot to take the skin off the lengua."
Do they still bring that up or no?
She does, my mom. Yeah. Because she says she's come a long way when it comes to her cooking.
Dude, I have a good story about this. So, when we went to Mexico, my dad always points out this a lot where he got married. So, there's like houses now there and stuff. And when we went, he pointed it out to my boyfriend. He was like, "Oh, right here, like this is a lot. We got married here." And my dad like went all out for like when he married my mom. He was like, "Oh, I want her to have like the best, like whatever." So he like her town is about like 40 minutes away. So he knew that like my mom's like family wouldn't drive out all the way to go to like the what do you call it, the after banquet, if you will. And so my dad rented 3 buses to go and pick them up, like her whole family, and then bring them all the way to his town
Wow.
so they could come and like be in the shindig, right? So they had that going on. And you know what's customary when you get married, like te matan un puerco or te matan un chivo, whatever kind of meat you want. And my dad I think he wanted carnitas or something, so they got a pig, right? And he had just bought it from this dude like this morning. He was like, I'm getting married, like vendeme un puerco, and the guy was like, bet. So he picked out the fattest one, like whatever. So then I guess it was like during the warmer months, so it was very hot outside, and they were bringing the pig in the troca in the back, and it was so hot that the pig started like going in heat, and that's like bad for them, right? And if they don't like cool down, like the meat's gonna like taste bad, right? So my dad was like, oh my gosh, like we need to find someone who knows how to kill a pig like right now, so the meat doesn't go bad. And he was like driving up and down like, oh, quien sabe matar un puerco, like this and that, like I'm getting married. And then they found a guy, because my dad was like, it was very common for people to know back then. And they found a guy, and then they killed it, and he was like, okay. And then he brought it, and they got married.
I appreciate the lengths that your dad goes for your mom. If he wanted to, he would.
Exactly. I think my dad was a very good example of what I would want a partner to be, because he just goes above and beyond for not just my mom, but like for us.
I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
So I guess like that's something both your parents do, like go above and beyond for each other. But what is something from your parents' relationship that you want to take into yours, or that you already do in yours?
You're probably gonna have to repeat that question. It was a lot of words.
So what do you see your parents doing for each other that like you unconsciously took from them, and not like you do it in your relationship?
That's a good question. Let me think.
Honestly, this water is bringing me back to life right now.
Dude, yeah, same. It's the Brita.
If it makes it a little easier, it could also be like individual aspects of them. Like I'll give you an example. Like my mom's very attentive. Like I definitely take that into my relationships.
I would say that then. Like being very attentive. Making sure that you're always comfortable. Do you need something? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like making sure that my partner is prepared for their day, because I like to be prepared for my day. Like, you know, if you go into my car and you need something, most likely I'm gonna have it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I also would want you to have everything you need for your day.
I like that.
And then my dad's a good listener, and so I feel like I take that from him and try to be listening, you know, and like here with you.
Wow. That's beautiful.
So how about you?
I would say the attentiveness from my dad, because my dad is really like that. From my mom, I think just always being like very empathetic. Like she checks on you so much. She's like, "Are you okay?" You know what I mean? And it's like stuff like that. That growing up, my mom would always say that to us, like, "Oh, like how are you guys like doing, like emotionally?" Because she would care, and I'm just like, wow, I love that, and I would want whoever I'm with to also have the chance to like be open and want to talk.
That's nice. You feel like your parents take care of each other really well?
I think they do. I think they have expressed how like when they get older and they go back to Mexico, like they're probably going to go their separate ways, just because like they don't want to live in the same areas. Not because of like anything. It's just like my dad really wants to go live back where he's from, and my mom does too. So it makes me sad sometimes, but I'm like, you know what, like that's their decision, whatever. But I honestly think they wouldn't be able to do it.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think they have to be together all the time. Like no matter what. And since they work such opposite schedules, they do have like very few time to like be together. So when they are, they're like they're always together. And I never knew how much my parents communicated like during work since they work at the same place. Dude, you know what I think is really funny is that like no one fucks with my mom at work because my dad works there and he's like a union leader or
Okay.
whatever. So like when they don't fuck with my dad, like they hate on them, like both of them so bad. And like they always think like, oh, like he's favoriting her, like that's because it's like, you know, that's his wife, like this and that. So mind your business. Your husband would do it for you probably.
They're sounding a little jealous right now.
No, for real.
Do they work the same shift too?
No, they work the opposite shifts. But what was I gonna say? Like listening, dude, since they've been working there for years. They always come home and whenever I like visit them, they tell me everything that goes on at their work, at their job. And these are all people that are like their age, so like 40s, 50s, everyone's around the same age. Dude, tell me why it's always something. Like it's so much drama. I'm like, I thought you guys grew out of this like once you got older. And my parents are always like, no, dude, these older people are like the worst gossips ever. They just like love fighting, just like love bickering.
Dude, for real.
And I'm like, fuck, dude.
That's how the other people, the older people are at my job too. They just there's so much drama going on. You could never tell.
No, for real. Like when you work at like factories or like warehouses and shit, like it's so much drama. God.
I was like, dude, that person on the other side of the building, like, how did you even like find this out?
Right. It's
There's
Facebook.
people who drive around in these little cars and just pick up like big ass packages that don't fit on the belt, and they go from the other side to like this side around the whole building. And I think they're the ones like just like, hey, did you hear about this person? I
Just
think they're the ones just
listening.
driving around.
Dude. If a person really wants to find out, they will.
Yeah.
They got their ways. But I'm like, fuck, dude. I thought, like, when we're younger, we're like, oh, you know, we're going to grow out of this shit. Like, people are going to be regular now. Like, no, they're not.
I feel like I started watching a lot less like problematic TV, like let's say Jersey Shore, for example. Like this is now where I get my little like my little fix from, like my cheese fix is like work. You know what I mean? Like, there's enough drama there to keep me satisfied, where I don't need to find it on other places.
Dang. Okay. So, like, hold on. This reminds me of something that I saw. I think it was like on Twitter, where it was like, whatever you consume has like certain like vibrational energies that like make you feel a certain way. So if you're watching like shitty TV, like you're gonna feel shitty.
Yeah.
Like it's what you
100%.
surround yourself with. That's why people are like, oh, like don't go to concerts because the energy's like demonic. And that's where like people are saying that the Travis Scott shit, like that shit
Oh,
was
I heard
demonic.
about
And I was
that.
like, what? But
I've never heard people say don't go to concerts in general because of the energy there, but it's interesting.
a lot of people do say that like going to concerts, it's like so many other people's energies around that they're like
I
throwing
could
you
see
off.
that. Yeah.
It makes sense, but like I'm still gonna go.
And sometimes you can even spot those people. You know what I mean? You're just looking at someone, you're like, I don't know what it is about you, but I'm not really
Not you
fucking with
judging.
you. Oh.
So today I'm guessing is Thanksgiving, right? So what are you, now that the pot is done, what are you gonna do the rest of the day? What did you do for your Blackout Wednesday?
What am I doing? Dude, I don't even know. I have no idea, actually.
Have you ever celebrated one in the past?
If anything, it was probably with you.
For a
Didn't we
Blackout Wednesday?
Yeah, didn't we do something last year? Or even 2 years ago?
I forget.
I don't remember.
Honestly, my memory is terrible. But I remember one Blackout Wednesday, I think I went home, and then I think I got really fucked up. And the next day I was really hungover for Thanksgiving. I think it was like one of the first times I went to the bar with my friend, like back home. But like that was it. This year, I'm just gonna predict for the future that it was wild. So it's a good time. Yeah, what are you usually doing now? Like Thanksgiving Day.
Well, I talked to my parents, and I think we're just gonna stay home. Like my brothers are gonna stay home too. Paige is coming over, so I think we're just eating with family. Cause my mom's trying to go all out and like make so much food.
Like just for you guys, like you five?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
What do you guys do like when you're not eating or like, yeah. Like, do you guys watch a
Well,
movie? My family usually watches like a movie.
We go in the living room and we put on a movie. And my dad's first one knocked out, and then Pedro follows shortly after that. I don't know. We just sit down and like talk, I guess,
Just
in the
chill.
living room. Because that's what we would do growing up, just chill in the living room.
Oh.
But I don't know. I like to pull out the pictures every once in a while. Because we have a shit ton of
You're the
just
kid
photos.
that pulls out the.
Yeah.
I am too. I love pulling out the pictures, just to look at.
It's always me, dude.
Yeah, like bro, everyone's like, bro, we've seen these pictures a million times. I'm like, let's just go over them again. But, pretty cool. I would say similar. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. Yeah, my like sisters are gonna be there, and my brother-in-law. We're just gonna eat, and then I usually like to do family time. Everyone likes to go up to their own rooms and like take a nap or like do whatever, like cool fare. But like, let's do some family stuff. I'm always
feel
like,
ya.
let's watch a movie or something. So I'm trying to pick a really good movie right now. So then like, then we can watch it.
What's a movie that everybody in your family will enjoy?
See, we always pick kids' movies.
We do too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Like usually movies we watch like growing up. Like I think last year we watched or like a couple years ago we watched Coco.
Same.
It just like fit the mood. But we watched like movies like those.
What a good movie, dude.
Yeah, it's such a feel good movie. Are you gonna watch that new one?
Which one?
Like the new one that's like
A new Coco movie?
no, it's not a new Coco movie. It's like it's not Raya, because Raya's been out. Encanto. That's what it was.
I haven't even heard of it. It's not out yet, right?
No, it shouldn't be out yet. Colombia. There we go. It's like a Colombian thing. Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to be in it. I think he's going to be the voice of someone. I hate that man. Oh, guess who's going to be in it? Diane Guerrero from, what's it called? Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
And then,
She's cool.
if you guys know that I love Sin Senos No Hay Paraíso, so Carolina Gaitán is going to be a voice too. This girl. Catarina la Pequeña. Oh my God. I'm excited, but I really want to watch that one.
When's that coming out?
I have no idea. Oh, November 24th. That'll be
nice.
perfect. I'm a bootleg it. You guys have the link, send it to me. Or do you think it would like also come out on Disney Plus, like for streaming? You would
Most
think.
likely.
I would think so. Because I think my sister has one. We'll watch it. Were you really big onto Disney Plus when it first came out?
No.
No?
No, not at all.
I feel you. We weren't either.
I think I like Disney movies. I'm just not like the Marvel movies. I am not caught up whatsoever. And like I don't think I ever will be.
Yeah.
I personally just would never watch it on my own. I will watch it with somebody, but definitely not on my own.
It's like not something I keep up with at all. Like I don't know shit like in order. If it's on, I'll watch it. If not, I'm not gonna go out of my way and like. So when people are like, "Oh, favorite Marvel," like whatever, don't ask me. I have no idea.
I'm a fan of the superheroes, just not the movies, I guess. I mean, I guess I could be a fan of both, but I don't know. Because I seen the first Avengers, that one was good, and then they just started coming out one after another, and I lost fucking
there's
track.
so many. Like that and like DC. When people are like DC, like or Marvel, I'm like, I don't know what the difference is on either of them. I'm sorry.
But from time to time, I will watch like a feel good kids movie. Like not that long ago, I watched Casper. So
okay.
good.
That's a really
Tarzan.
old. That's an oldie. Mm-hmm. Tarzan is a good one.
Tarzan's a great movie. Finding Nemo, dude, awesome fucking movie. 1 and 2.
I like watching like Mulan.
Oh yeah.
Mulan is good.
Like Toy Story, I'll watch up to like number 2, and then I'll probably just stop after that. I thought
Do
the other
you-
ones weren't good, but I just don't really care for them.
Did you ever watch Hercules? Dude, no, you don't. It didn't do it for you. Do you remember like those movies like Sinbad? Remember Sinbad? I hated those kinds of movies. Like whenever they would play on like Disney XD, I'd be like, oh, today sucks. Because it was like during prime time
Disney
too.
XD, you're so funny. What shows were on Disney XD?
Look
Because
'em
I
up.
watched a shit ton of Disney XD too.
It was like this one. Sinbad always gave like the Prince of Egypt vibes. Just like the same like style.
Oh, did you ever watch Yin Yang Yo?
Yeah.
Fire, right?
Pretty good one. Let's see.
See, I never watched The Emperor's New School, but I did watch the movie, the original The Emperor's New Groove, I think.
Uh-huh. So the show was pretty good. I liked it. The shows, I remember a lot more shows with like people, like real people in it. Like Zeke and Luther. Did you ever watch that?
I never
That
watched
shit's
that.
so funny. It's just these crazy white boys.
Which is the Waverly Place. That was my shit.
I like that. I like that. Phil of the Future. Dude, I would
Good
watch a
show.
lot. Yeah. So for tomorrow, are you going to do anything for Black Friday?
Work.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I work Black Friday and then Saturday too.
Dang, I guess you do have to work. It's busy peak season. Shit. Is there anything in the past that like you bought that you were like, oh, like I'm really camping out for this?
I've never shopped on Black Friday. You know, the only thing I buy on Black Friday that I don't even have to buy on Black Friday anymore was the Six Flags season pass. Bro,
They
because
do like a Black Friday deals?
I don't know. They do it every year, but it used to be a lot better. Because you just buy next year's season pass on Black Friday for like $40. And so it was
It's
worth
not
it.
bad.
And they give you like a top tier membership and everything, dude. But now it's like they have too many tiers, too many memberships, too many subscriptions and shit. I'm just like not really about it anymore.
Okay. You can't just get like a regular one?
You probably can. It's just not as exciting anymore because.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
there's so
mean?
much.
Yeah, exactly.
They saturated it.
Yeah.
Not cool. But usually, like growing up, we would do Black Friday and we would do it in Rockford, like at the mall. So we would like go to the mall. But growing up, one place we always had to go, and this is something that my family would scope out very closely, would be Menards. Like Menards would have so many good deals. When we got the little promo magazine in the mail, we'd be like, "What's on it, dude?" We'd be cutting shit out. We'd be like, "This, we're gonna get
The
this."
cutting out.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
we would do like wish lists and stuff like that. So yeah, we'd put it like in an envelope, and this is where we're going.
You just unlocked a lot of memories for me. Wow.
Yeah, we go and then we stand in line like, oh, bro, like I'm telling you, these white people for Menards, they ride hard, right? They'd be out there like 3 in the morning, 3, 4 in the morning because it would
just
open at
wild.
6. So my dad works in what do you call those, like those commercial like freezers or whatever, where they have like, because they work in food, so the food that they package and stuff is refrigerated, so he works in these like really big like cooler areas, and every single day like 365, so he's always like in the extreme cold, and he has those like suits to work in, the like cold suits or whatever, and he would wear one of those to Menards and he would just sit out there. He'd be like, you guys wait in the car tell me my dad is the sweetest. He would tell my mom and us, you guys stay in the car and keep it going, like to be warmed up. I'll wait in line. And then when it's time, I'll call you guys. And then you guys can hop in line with me. And he'd be out there.
I'm telling you, the lengths that your dad goes to, incredible.
Stop. Yeah. But, yeah.
Dude, my parents loved Menards too. Everything was one of the new blender, everything, bro. The vacuum. Oh,
Dude,
my
we got a
God.
fucking NutriBullet one year. It was fucking cool. And then we love going for like the little stocking stuffers too. So we'd get like the $2 like blankets and shit like that. They had insane deals. But we stocked up on like blankets, gloves. If my dad saw like a big piece of machinery that was like on sale, he'd be like, yeah, that one. But it was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Do you guys fuck with Sears?
We used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it was a little bit bigger and stuff. My mom, whenever we would have to like, get someone a gift, why do like moms love going to these department stores to like pick out gifts?
Dude, not gonna lie, I never really liked Kohl's, but I'm starting to like Kohl's.
You're getting to that age.
It's for gifts. Like they have really good
yeah.
one-off items. It's not bad, and they have Kohl's Cash, bro. People live off of Kohl's Cash.
No,
it's
for real.
crazy.
I saw this one TikTok of this girl that was talking about like one was one time where like you just felt so fucking embarrassed by like your significant other or some shit like that. And it was like when they went to Kohl's with their boyfriend and that no, you know what? It was the story of the cashier that like saw someone's boyfriend doing like their girl like super bogus. And basically the girl was paying for the boyfriend's things, but she had told him like, hey, only grab one item because I'm also going to grab like one thing so we can use this like Kohl's Cash or whatever. Or she didn't have enough money to get like a bigger item for him. So he went and I think he told her like, hey, like put that back, like just get mine. And she was like, okay. And then like it still wasn't enough. And the cashier had to use her own Kohl's Cash for like her purchase. And she just looked so sad. And then the cashier was basically like said some like snarky shit to the boyfriend because that's so embarrassing for him. It was really ugly.
Good looks on the cashier.
But she was like, I really hope one or two things happened. Like she had left. She was also like, I don't know if I did her a disservice by doing that. Like, I don't know if she like maybe that prompted her to stay with him or it could have gone the other way where it was
I
like,
see what you mean, yeah.
you know, leave him.
Because either way, they took his item home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I hope I hope she like returned it. I think that's what the snarky comment that she had made, where it was like, oh, you have like this many days to return it or some shit like that.
She's like, but return it.
Yeah, but Kohl's Cash, it's kind of clutch. I don't shop enough to acquire good Kohl's Cash. Do you have a Kohl's credit card?
I do have a Kohl's credit card. Yeah.
You're very in there.
It was one of the first credit cards that I opened for myself. Yeah.
Dang.
So if
That's
I do
very
buy
adult.
anything, it's on there.
That's very adult of you. But yeah, we would go and hit up like Kohl's too on like Black Friday. It would just be like one-off little things. Like Kohl's would be good for like coats and stuff. For coats though, like winter coats, my parents would always take us to Burlington.
I've never been into Burlington. I've always wanted to go though.
Really? It's a good time. You get lost in the coats.
Yeah.
It's really cool because they usually have like just one-off ones. So it's always like something new. Pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to go there. I went to this Marshall's down. Where is this Marshall's at? By the Roosevelt train station. There's a big ass Marshall's there. I forgot what street it is. Their shit's super expensive for it being Marshall's. It should not be that expensive. I found this nice coat and I ended up pulling it out. And it was like half price, I guess. Like I'll give it that to them. But the half price was still like $300. It was
Damn.
a lot.
It's probably because it's like in the white people neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, I'm hungry.
Want to
Dude,
do
I
Discord
was-
questions?
Yeah. I didn't vet them. So we're just gonna wing it, I guess. I guess first question, if you could go back and change one thing that you think had a butterfly effect in your life, what would it be?
This kind of goes back to when someone asked if we have any regrets. So, like, if you don't have any regrets, do you really want to change anything?
No. I wouldn't be here if like anything was changed. You know what I
What do you
mean?
mean?
I think if I were to go back and change anything, I wouldn't be here. So no. I don't want to do
Like
that.
alive? Or what do you mean?
Or like a butterfly effect from even before I was alive? No. What would you do?
I don't think I would change anything.
I don't think either of us would change something. Okay, let me see. Next question. If you could tell your high school you one thing, what would it be?
I don't know if what I would tell him, what I would tell him would be to help him or to warn him. You know what I mean? Like, what would
yeah.
I don't even know what I would tell myself. If anything, to make more friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I stuck to a core group in high school
And you feel like you wish you would have ventured out?
a little bit more. Yeah.
Damn. I would say like if this was very early on high school me, I would say don't date. It's like,
that's a good
don't
one.
date. Oh my god. Sometimes I look back and I'm like pressed that I like for you guys, I don't know. You guys have probably also gone through that where you guys were in a relationship the entire high school. Like I'm talking 4 years.
Yup.
That shit was not worth it. Oh my god. High school sweethearts are one thing. Dating someone that just sucks for so long just because like you're in the same proximity and
Yeah.
stuff. It's terrible. Terrible. So I would say don't do that, beloved. Okay, next question. I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but what was the most dramatic Thanksgiving you've had? I don't think I've ever had like a specific, like really dramatic one, but I'm pretty sure at some of them, there's always been like some sort of outbursts, like within like my family. Or it's like something that would just like piss us off and we would just like go off. But like that's pretty much it. And it doesn't escalate though, so it's fine.
I think as a kid, I never realized. Well, I did realize it. I just never paid any attention to it. But like the adults would start crying, and I'm like, "What are you guys crying
there would be
about?"
some times, yeah, where like that would happen.
And it's like every single time, and I'm like, "All right, well, that's my cue to leave, go back to my room, go back to doing whatever."
Yeah, or like when your Theos get really drunk and they start like standing up out of their chairs,
And
you're
everyone's
like-
trying to put them down. I'm like, what's
Yes.
wrong with him?
Like when my grandma was here and she would always be like, okay guys, let's settle down. Like, y'all are funny. Let's see. Next question. Have you or will you guys ever nickname us pod listeners? I think we came up with a good name yesterday, but I think like my boyfriend was like saying something about it earlier. Calling you guys the boxers. But that's kind of ugly. We have to think of a better name. But like realistically, what's a better play on words?
I can't think of anything.
My boyfriend was saying like boxers, like boxer shorts.
We'll do. I don't know. Maybe we'll take submissions.
Ooh, there you go. Okay. What's your favorite? I think we've had that question before, but like, what's your favorite like stan group name? Like, I'm gonna have to go with Justin's Beliebers. Like, that's just such a
Beliebers.
good play on words. Just say
I
the
don't know a
barbs.
ton, to be honest.
Just
Yeah,
say
the
the
barbs is
barbs.
a good one. I like the barbs. Like when you mention the barbs, it comes with a certain level of like sass, you know?
Mm. Love it, love it. Next question. What's one thing you're thankful for? And what's one thing you're thankful for that happened to the podcast?
I guess like overall thankful for. Well, I'll give you like a more specific one. Recently, now with me being back on Instagram and Twitter, I've been able to kind of like rekindle.
Rekindle?
Yeah, with a lot of people that I've kind of lost touch with, and like catching up with everybody, and that's been really cool. I guess just like building up those relationships again, like those friendships.
I
Just
would say
feels very good.
friendships. Yeah. I'm really thankful for the friends that I have and everyone that's like surrounded around me and stuff.
Yeah.
So love that. One thing you're thankful for that happened to the podcast. I think us hitting 50K, I'm pretty thankful for that.
Even 10K, dude. 10K was big.
10K was not that long ago, but
No.
it was. That was like in March. And now we're here.
That was huge.
That was huge.
There's a lot that I'm grateful for the podcast alone. Like every single milestone when it comes to listeners, opening the Discord and having people in there
Yeah.
too, and like seeing it grow so much, bro. For a long time, we had like 30 people in there. You know what I mean? It's such a
and
gorge
those
of
people, like you, 30 people would fuck with us so hard. We don't forget you guys. Even though you're not in there a lot, Juanito, even though
oh
you're
my
not in there a
God.
ton anymore, they're working girls. Like they go to school now and have jobs and shit. So they still listen. I know that they still listen, but we're super thankful for you guys. You guys have been like there since day one.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Discord was basically us talking to ourselves for like a very long time. And now we're about like 400 people in.
Dude, insane.
I can't even keep up. I'm not even playing.
Like Don and Juanito, whenever I see their names pop up on the Discord,
like,
I'll
oh. They're in there. They're watching. But
yeah, I'm grateful for the just the core audience, the audience in general.
yeah,
Um,
the community. Okay, next question. What's your favorite piece of advice you've ever gotten? I think mine would always have to be like never take yourself so seriously. Like I feel like I'm still constantly like reminding myself of that.
how do you do that? Not take yourself so seriously. Like, are there
Because
certain
then like I
things?
remember like dude, like a lot of this shit does not matter. You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, okay, like it's not that serious. We're people on a floating rock. Let's just chill.
I like that you always say that your parents are very supportive of you guys, because I definitely did get that support from my parents as well, and they always told me you do literally anything you want to do in life. You just gotta work hard for it,
Yeah.
and I definitely take that mindset with everything that I do.
I love that. Okay, next question. What's your favorite pie for Thanksgiving?
Dude, pumpkin pie, 100%, 100%.
I'll say pumpkin pie. Pretty
some
good.
whipped cream.
Like the homemade ones, or do you like the store-bought ones?
I've never had a homemade pumpkin pie.
Maybe we'll make one for Christmas.
Oh.
We'll see. How do you picture Thanksgiving / the holidays once you have your own family? Examples. They want you to be specific with it. Like, what type of decor would you have? Like, what traditions would you stop or like make new ones?
I was thinking of this yesterday as I was sitting here.
Oh, really?
Just people watching. I was like,
You're like not like this.
nah. Like when it comes to me eventually moving out and like having my own space and inviting my friends over to my place, like I think I would want to definitely continue the tradition of eating around the table. I enjoy that. Like I like that you had everyone bring a dish. Like I like that. It's a little less stressful on the host.
It was definitely still very stressful on me. No, but it was good.
I guess the only thing I would want to change is just add some weed to it. You know what I mean? Like my family, I think shit could have gotten a lot more smoother during Thanksgiving. A lot more
If
food could have
everyone
been
would just
eaten.
be
Just a little
chill.
high. You know,
There
you
you
don't
go,
be
dude.
blasted.
Take what Ernesto brought.
What did Ernesto bring?
The red like juice. It was infused.
Oh, the Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
That was some like Jim Jones shit, dude.
No, for real. A lot of people, dude. My sister was like downing cups of it. I'm like, bro, chill.
She didn't know what was in it.
No, I told her. She was like, bet. I was like, what? And then like there was shroom brownies, and we had to label them. We had to put them in the corner, make sure that like. And you fucking freak. Was it you that like freaked No, it was Jacob. He freaked everyone out with like the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, like, no, everyone's fine. God, that was so bad. It made me look terrible, but rightfully so. Let's see. I think I would picture like my Thanksgivings, I guess later on, like if my family were to be bigger, still at my parents' house, maybe have a couple nieces, a couple nephews, you know? I really eventually want to get a dog. And my sister just got a cat, but she's like really shy still. But I really want her to like start bringing her around the dog. But the dog's a little feisty. So like we'll see what the dynamic is. But yeah, I would want everyone to be like at the house, you know?
You talking about the pug?
Yeah.
You're trying to have the cat meet the pug?
Yeah. But like the girls will rescue the cat. She's like a rescue and she's very like
Timid.
miedosa. Yeah. But she's also like old. So like she like now that she doesn't like something, she's not gonna like it ever. So it's like it's tough. But we'll see. And then my like the family pug is like very playful, like still very active. It's a little bit young. He's a little young, so I don't know if they would get along.
The cat likes you?
Yeah, the cat like fucks with me. I don't think it likes men though. Because my dad came in and I think it's just like the heavy footsteps. She gets really scared. Same with like my boyfriend. He like walked in, like the cat was like, no. But she's really cute. She has like a little pouch belly because I think she had like kittens. But like they just rescued her, you know. She's super cute. Next question. Have you thought about inviting other podcasters onto the pod for an episode? We have talked about it, and ideally we would really want to. We would also like to be guests on other people's podcasts. I think that would be really fun. Just to fuck around, you know?
Yeah.
But
Well,
dude.
You said ever since you said this has been stuck in my head that if you were to be on someone else's podcast, you'd get like really bad imposter syndrome. Like, do you think
Yeah.
you'd freeze? Like, how do you think you'd even be in that situation?
No, I think I would definitely get a lot of imposter syndrome because I feel like we do this and I always feel like I'm just fucking around. And like going on to someone else's, I'd be like, no, like y'all are some real podcasters. Like I don't feel like a real podcaster. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Because we're still trying to figure this. We're still trying to figure out like what we're doing.
Right. Like, bro, we're chilling in my living room. These people have studios and shit like that. I'm like,
if I were to go on someone else's podcast, it'd have to be a similar thing to this.
Similar
very
dynamic.
much conversation.
yeah. Yeah, because then I wouldn't know what to say. It'd be an interview. I'd be like, I don't know.
Like, who am I? What do you mean? Are you gonna
Right.
interview me? Like, what the fuck?
This is the second to last question. If you play any instruments.
I played a guitar for about 2 years in high school. Who was I talking to about this yesterday? Someone told me they were playing the keys. Ryan, he's learning how to play piano, and I was like, dude, I've been wanting to buy a keyboard, and like that's gonna be like my little side thing that I do when I have some free time. Is learn how to play
that'd
the
be
keys.
fun.
So hopefully
Cool.
soon.
Do it. For Christmas, you guys know what to get him. I used to play the clarinet
Nice.
in middle school.
Okay, Squidward.
We're stopping it right now. Just kidding. No, yeah, I used to play the clarinet. I was like decent. I was like third chair.
What does that mean? Like, how many ranks are there?
Like first chair, like when you're first chair, you're like the best in the band. But I was third. I was like between second and third. I was never first,
Oh,
but I was like up there. It was pretty fun. I didn't continue it though because I don't know. It was a lot of work. Like you really had to practice and shit, and I was like, that's boring. So I didn't continue. But I still have it. If
You know how to
someone
play
wants one,
still?
I'll sell it to you.
you know how to play still?
I think if I picked it up, I would remember some stuff. Definitely. One of my favorite songs that I played, it was like for a concert that we had in like middle school, and we were playing like the score of Pirates of the Caribbean. And it was like one of the songs when the Kraken comes in, and it's like really like fast paced, like very demonic. It was really fun to play. It was really fun. That was a good one. Okay, last question. Which famous figure would you switch places with for a day?
I've been seeing Pete Davidson pop up a lot lately.
Oh, you want to be that gray man so bad.
I kind of just want to see what he does in his day to day. You know what I mean? Like who he sees, who hangs out with. I don't know. I feel like he's a pretty regular dude.
Probably just sees his mom.
Like I saw a clip of him saying that he's taking like singing lessons.
Oh yeah,
You
he's just
see
like
that?
fucking around.
Yeah.
See, I like that because he just does stuff because he can.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of what I want to do.
He doesn't really have to uphold this like persona. He's just him. You know? Like I guess for like SNL and stuff, but like even on SNL he just plays himself.
Who would you switch
I
places with?
think I would do like see, I don't want to be basic and say Kim.
That's a good one too, though. I'm sure she does a lot.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like her schedule is like probably super busy. Like she's always doing something. Do you know that she's like promoting this sleeping app on her like Instagram or whatever? And she posts like screenshots of like this is how much sleep I had like yesterday, and shit would say like 9 hours. And for some reason I don't believe that. Like I don't think that. Like I feel like she's always up like doing something. You know what I mean?
Her team.
That's
her
what I'm
team's always
saying.
posting for
And I'm
her.
just like, shit. Like, honestly, this could just be screenshots that they sent her to, like, post. But who knows?
Is this Sleep Cycle? Is that the app that she uses?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Have I ever told you this records? Sometimes I sleep talk. And this
That's
records
so
that.
creepy. Play one recording right now.
I have to look for a good one. See, like yesterday, this was Friday. Today Friday? Today's Sunday. I was in bed for only apparently 5 hours, 50 minutes. I only slept for like 4.
7:31. You were coughing.
Yeah.
That's so creepy.
Let me see if I can find a good one. I go through periods where I talk a lot and then where I don't. I don't listen to these right when I wake up because I get scared. I'm like, what if I hear something that I don't want to hear?
You're brave right now.
You see me laughing?
Do it again.
This is 11:59. Yeah, p.m. It says sleep talking and then inhale with a question mark.
That's really creepy. I just like how so it's always just on.
Yeah, that's my alarm. So like that app is
Oh.
my alarm. So it gives me intervals of 30. So it senses when I'm awake, and that's when it sets the alarm off. It's easier to wake up that way instead of waking you up in the middle of a deep sleep.
Wow.
Dude, honestly I sleep so
No, we're gonna need
good.
the sponsorship.
Yeah, it's a good app.
Nice.
I'm
nice.
but I was grandfathered in because I've had this app for years, and now
Really?
they charge you like a membership, but I don't get charged that membership.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the first thing I've ever been like grandfathered into, so it feels good.
That's cool. I like that. You know what I have that with? It's like my period tracker. It's called Flow, and I've had it. I think they told me, and I didn't believe it. I have a thing where it's like, oh, you've been on here for like 3 years or some shit, and I'm like, damn, for real? And it has like all my info. But now they there's pop-ups where like, oh, pay the premium or whatever. But like, I think you just have to pay, or what? And I'm like, I don't have to pay. I'm like. And I
Feels
get the
good,
premium
right?
shit, yeah.
That's how in our meeting with Clubhouse, I was like, no, I want the sponsored buy or whatever, that little
Yeah.
thing. I want that.
I feel like that's not really like a huge thing though.
Quit playing, dude. I'm about to make the whole account again.
I don't even know if you can do that.
I'm sure you can delete the account.
Do it.
And you
then
just send
I'll
me,
do it.
yeah, there you go.
And then I'll delete my account. No, because then if I delete it, then like yours will probably go away.
I think so.
Okay, we're gonna make a burner one. And then just delete both of ours. But yeah, I think that's where our cue, if we want to talk a little bit about Clubhouse and what we're doing with them.
So I guess they're rolling out a new feature called
Replays.
What's it called? Replays. And we're gonna be using Clubhouse to we have different ideas for, like, one being the Discord questions, like them being live.
Yeah.
This being like a whole nother episode on its own, like the Clubhouse talks are gonna be another episode.
Like it's gonna be a way for us to talk to you guys one-on-one, like on the go. It's pretty much just what, if you guys haven't heard of it, like Clubhouse is this voice channel app where you can have rooms and conversations and clubs with a bunch of other people. And we would be the moderators, the hosts, and you guys would be the audience. It would kind of be more of like a live talk, something where we could get a little more like in depth about certain topics and stuff like that. And people can chime in. We'll put you on the stand. You guys can also say your piece. And it's just having this huge conversation with everyone in real time, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And so this was cool too. The person who reached out to us from Clubhouse even offered to show everyone like a demo on how to use the app.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set up a day for that, for everyone to get a chance to download it, and then we're gonna set a day where we can all just be in there, test it out, and see how it's.
We'll like onboard you guys so you guys can also get the hang of it. And it's not just for like us. You guys can join in on like other conversations about a plethora of topics that are on there, which is really cool. I listened in on some of them like earlier this week, and it was pretty cool. I was like, nice. It's like almost like a mini little podcast with the replays that they're rolling out, because they're conversations that you can save and listen on later on if you missed out on it. But I think it's going to be really cool. We're really excited to try it out with everyone.
Excited. Yeah.
And just making the community bigger.
Yep. So you guys will probably see some information on that soon.
Yeah, for sure. We'll post it. We'll be posting it on the Instagrams and stuff. So it'll be cool.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We really hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be safe. Get some good deals on Friday. But yeah, eat a lot of food.
Take your trastes out.
Yeah, take the trastes out the oven, bitch. Okay.